Exams of Examsnet. Welcome to the question series of Examsnet. Students, you must have explored our website www.examsnet.com. This site is a great place for you to practice all your entrance exam question papers. Here you will find not only this, but many other entrance exam question papers along with the detailed PDF solutions. For a better preparation of your exams, you must download our app. The link is available in the description box. So let's start with today's paper. Today I'll be solving RRB Junior Engineer Stage 1 exam held on 25/5/2019, shift 1. Let's start with the paper. Here we go with the question number 1. A very best of luck. Let's start. It says the sum of ages of two cousins is 35. 10 years ago, the ratio of their ages was 2:1. What are their present ages? So see, according to the given information, you have sum of ages 35 and the ratio is given to you as 2:1. 10 years ago, the ratio of their ages was this. So first of all, let's say current age, or you can say the present age of first cousin Bx and the second cousin is having the ages y. So what will be their age 10 years ago? First cousin would be x minus 10 years and second one would be y minus 10 years. Now, according to the question, at that time, the ratio of their ages was 2:1. So that means if I say, according to the question, x minus 10 upon y minus 10, that is equal to 2/1. Also, it's given that the sum of their ages is 35. So that means from here, you have one more thing, that is x plus y is equal to 35, or you can say x is equal to 35 minus y. Let's fill this thing in this equation. This one. So what it will be now? You have x is equal to 35 minus y. So 35 minus y minus 10 upon y minus 10, that is equal to 2/1, or this gives me 35. Okay, I'll write it as 35 minus 10. That will be 25 minus y is equal to 2y minus 10. So this is 25 minus y is equal to 2y minus 20, or you have 3y is equal to this, or 3y is equal to minus 45, or y becomes equal to 15. So if y is equal to 15, okay, from here, if y is equal to 15, then x is 20. So that means first cousin is having the present age as 20 and the second cousin is having the present age as 15. So this is the right answer to the question. We have here option B. That's the right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question. Question number 2. It says you read the following information carefully and answer the question given below. 8 captains of different cricket teams, Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, England, West Indies, and South Africa are sitting in around a circular table and are facing the center, but not necessarily in the same order. Indian captains sit to the left of the Sri Lankan captain only. Okay, there is the series, there is a particular series which they have told that how they are sitting. Let's go with this. So very first one, it is saying, where it is? Okay, it said that Indian captain sits third to the left of the Sri Lankan captain. So let's say Indian captain, let's say Sri Lankan captain is over here. This is the circular table, right? And let's say Sri Lanka captain is sitting over here. So now it is said that it's third to the left of the Sri Lankan captain. How many were there? Total 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are the 8 positions. Now it said left. If I say, see, this is the left one. So Indian captain will be sitting over here because Sri Lanka's captain left will come on this side. This will be the left side. So Indian captain will be sitting over here. Only 2 people sit between Australian captain and the West Indies captain. So Australian captain and the West Indies captain. So that means if I make Australia and West Indies, okay, let's keep it for some time. And then it is said you, yeah, neither Australian captain nor West Indies captain is an immediate neighbor of the Indian captain. So that means Australian or West Indies, they are not sitting at these 2 places for sure. And 2 people, 2 captains, 2 people are sitting between them. So that means the possible position for Australia and if I say Australia is sitting over here, then West Indies will sit over here, right? Okay. So these are the positions. Okay. The captain of the South Africa sits second to the right of the England captain. The captain of the South Africa sits second to the, where it is. Yeah. The captain of the South Africa sits second to the right of the England captain. So that means, I think, yes, England captain will come over here and then South Africa will come at this position. Okay. Next, England captain is not an immediate neighbor of the Indian what England captain is not an immediate neighbor of the Indian captain. Yes, that's for sure. England is sitting over here. Australian captain sits third to the left of the Indian captain. So yes, according to this, Australia sits over here itself. And the captains of Pakistan and New Zealand are not immediate neighbors. So what it has said, you captains of Pakistan and New Zealand, we are having these 2 people left. So wait, it has said captains of, we are left with Pakistan and New Zealand now. And let's see which 2 positions we are left with. One position is this and the second one is this. These 2 positions are left. Okay, Pakistan and New Zealand are not immediate neighbors of each other. That means, of course, they are sitting over here. Pakistan captain sits third to the left of the England captain. So 1, 2, 3. This is the Pakistan position. And this position is held by the New Zealand then. So these are the final positions of all the captains. And now let's look at the question. It's asking you which of the following captains sits exactly between the captains of India and West Indies. So this is the India and this is West Indies. Which captain sits exactly between them? Yes, it is none other than the Pakistan captain because it is sitting between the West Indies and the Indian captain. So that makes your first option, option A, to be the correct answer for the question. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question now. Question number 3. It says, what happens with the force of gravitation between 2 objects when the mass of one object is doubled? See, the force of gravitation between 2 objects double when the mass of object is double. Let's see. The force is given by G into M1 into M2 upon R squared, where F is the, okay, where this F is the force between 2 objects on our distance, and G is your universal constant, gravitational constant. M1 and M2 are the masses of first and the second object respectively. And then R is the distance between two objects. So here has to be the capital R distance. This. Okay. So now let's get back. It says if mass of one of the object is double, right? If mass of one of the object is double, all right. If mass of one of the object is doubled, let's say M1 becomes twice of M1, right? So now what will be the new force? It will be G into M1 will be twice of M1. Let's say this is F dash into M2 upon R square. Or this will be 2 into G M1 M2 upon R square, or this will be equal to 2 into F. So that means the new force between the two objects will be equal to twice of the original force, right? That means the force also will be doubled for sure. Let's check with the options now. The force of the gravitation is doubled. That makes B option to be the correct answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question now. Question number 4. The town of Paranda is located on Green Lake. The town of Akram is west to the Paranda. Tukhada is to the east of Akram, but to the west of Paranda. Pokran is east of Bopri, but west of Tukhada and Akram. If they all are on the same district, in the same district, which town is the farthest west? I hope you know about the directions. Here we have the north and the south. On this direction, I have east and the west on this side. So let's start. What do we have? The town of Veranda is located on the Green Lake. So, okay, let's make the directions first. This is the one. So here we have the town of Veranda is on the green, located on the Green Lake. Let's start at okay, let's erase this and it will be somewhere here. Let's say Pranta is over here. And now it's in the town of Akram to the west of Pranda. So that means Akram is on this side. Tukada is to the east of Akram. And that means Tukada is over here. Tukada. Like this. Okay. But to the west of Pranda. So that means, okay, it's lying in the midway. Next, Kokran is east of Bopri, but west of Tokada. So west of Tokada, it is here. So that means here is your Kokran. It is to the east of Bopri. So that means Bopri must lie somewhere on this side because then it is on the east of Bopri. Okay. If they all are on the same district, which town is the farthest west? See, farthest west is of course the Bopri one. This is the farthest west because west is lying in this direction. Here, you know, we have the north and south. Here we had the east and here we have the west. So the westmost is occupied by the Bopri. That makes option D to be the right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 5. Which word would best complete the relationship given below? Oil, seed, metal is related to what? So you know one thing that the oil is obtained from seeds, you know this is obtained from seeds. Same way metals are obtained from ores. That makes D option as the correct answer because metals are not obtained from paper, brick, leather. So option D stands to be the right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 6. Two trains, 200-meter, 150-meter long, are running on the parallel rails with the rate of this and this much respectively. In how much time will they cross each other if they are running in the same direction? See, you are having two things are given to us. First is the length and then their speeds. So for the first train, and here is for the second train. the length 200 meters, and this is having the length of 150 meters. Here, the speed 40 kilometers per hour. And in this case, the speed is 45 kilometers per hour. Okay. Okay. So they are running, it said they are running parallelly. They are running in the same direction. They are running in the same direction. So what will be their relative speed? It will be the difference between the two. Relative speed will be given by the difference between the two speeds, which is equal to 5 kilometers per hour. Let's change that into meters per second. So it will be multiplied by 5 upon 18. So this will give me 25 by 18 meter per second. So what do we have to find out? Let's get back to the question. In how much time will they cross each other? The time is given by distance upon speed. The distance is the total of the length of the two trains, and the speed we just calculated, that was equal to 25 upon 18. So this is 350 divided by 25 upon 18. 350 multiplied by this divided by this. So it's gonna give me 70 upon 5, and here will be 14. So this is 14 into 18, which will give you 252 seconds. That makes C option to be the right answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 7 says, to hear a distinct echo, what is the minimum time interval required between the original sound and the echo? See, the right answer to the question is 0.1 seconds. Echo sound produces due to reflection sound that arrives to the listener. Here's is the listener with a delay after the direct sound. There must be at least 0.1 second to hear the distinct echo of the time interval between the original sound and the reflected one. Minimum distance of the obstacle from the source of sound for hearing distinct echoes must be 17.2 meters. The distance between, the distance changes with the temperature of the air. Echoes heard more than once due to successive or multiple reflections. That makes B option to be the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is 8th question. Twinkling of stars at night happens due to what? Atmospheric refraction, reflection of night, scattering of light, or dispersion of light. See, the twinkling of stars that you often see is nothing but because of the atmospheric refraction. Now let's understand what is refraction. See, the phenomena by which a ray of light travels through a medium and it bends from its original path, like this. So the phenomena by which a ray of light bends its path when it travels from one medium to another, this is called refraction of light. The bending happens due to the speed of light varies in different mediums. Next, let's discuss a bit about the concept of the refractive index, because how much it will refract depends on the refractive index of that medium. So this is the ratio of speed of light in the air upon speed of light in the medium. More is the ratio of the refractive index between the two mediums, more will be the bending of the light. Okay. Next, the answer to the question, twinkling of stars at night happens due to the atmospheric refraction. Let's understand that as well. The different layers of the atmosphere, they have different refractive indexes. Okay, the different atmospheric layers, they have different refractive indexes. The ray of light coming from Outer space changes continuously, bending its path while passing through these different layers. Okay, so that's it. We have option A as the right answer. So hope you understood that. Let's understand it once more. See, the atmosphere of Earth is actually made up of different layers. It is affected by winds, temperature, densities at different layers. When the light from a distant source, let's say a star, it passes through these layers, these turbulent or the moving air in the atmosphere, it goes refraction at all the points. Okay, so multiple times it undergoes a reflection. When it finally receives the light from a star, so it appears to be twinkling to us. That makes first option to be the right answer. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question, number 9. It says, which country awarded Sri Ram Nath Kovind with the highest civilian award, Grand Order of the King of Tomislav? Is it Germany? Is it Croatia, England, or France? The right answer to the question is your option B. Croatia awarded Sri Ram Nath Kovind with the highest civilian award of the Grand Order of the King of Tomislav. This civilian award is awarded to the heads of the state for their important contribution towards the development of the state relations between Croatia and their respective countries. This is located in Central and Southeast Europe, on the outpost of Adriatic Sea, which is with its capital as Zagreb and the currency kuna. This is the capital. Hope you understood that. That makes option B to be the right answer. Hope you understood. Next is question number 10. Efficiencies of PQRS in doing a job are 2:3:5:4. The wages paid for the job are 4,200. Who's paid the largest amount and how much is paid? See, you are given the efficiencies, right? And you are given the wages paid for the job are this much. So that means total wages is 4,200 and the efficiency of PQRS is 2:3:5:4. So who is having the highest one? 5. That is held by the held by R, largest amount and how much it is paid. So R receives how much? See, it is 5 upon 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 multiply 4,200, which makes 5 upon this becomes 14 into 4,200. So let's solve this. On solving this, you will get 1,500 as your answer. Rupees 1,500 is held by R. No, sorry, not this one. It is, yeah, first option. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 11. The product of two co-prime numbers is 117. You have to find their HCF. So two co-prime numbers. HCF will be 1. HCF, that is highest common factor for any co-prime numbers, is equal to 1. What are the co-prime numbers which don't have any other, which are like only 1 is the common factor between them. None other is the common factor between them. For example, 15 and 17, they are the co-prime numbers. So we are given the product of two co-prime numbers is 117. You have to find out their HCF. HCF is always 1 for the co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers, as already told you, that these are the numbers which have only 1 as the common factor, nothing else. Okay. And what is the LCM for co-prime numbers is actually equal to the product of two numbers. Okay, so co-prime numbers only 1 as the common factor between them. Okay, so here you have first option as the right answer. Hope you got that. Next, move to the next question, number 12. Ram is facing towards east. Ravi is facing Ram, walking towards him. Ravi takes a left turn. Which direction is Ravi facing now? Okay. So again, you're clear about the directions. Here's your north, here's your south, east, and west. Now, Ravi is facing towards east. So that means Ravi is facing towards east. That means he's standing here. Let's say it's facing towards east over here, this direction. And sorry, there is Ram. Ram is facing towards east. And Ravi is facing towards Ram. So that means Ravi is over here facing like this. Wait, let's make it here. So here is Ram facing and here is Ravi facing. Now walking towards him. Okay. So Ravi takes a left turn. Ravi takes a left turn. So that means it has started moving towards the south. And which direction is Ravi facing? Of course, he's looking towards the south. That's what we discussed. Because when it will move, take a left turn, it will move towards south. That makes first option as the correct answer. Easy one. Let's move to the next question, number 30. Read the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are sitting around a circle facing the center. B is third to the right of F and third to the left of H. C is fourth to the left of A. A is not an immediate neighbor of F and B. E is not an immediate neighbor of B. G is second to the right of D, who is immediate right of H. Let's combine everything that is given to us. So first thing, you are given that B is third to the right of F. Let's place somewhere F and here is the one. So B is third to the right. Right is this direction, correct? So first of all, how many friends were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's make that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that means if I place B over here, so F will be sitting over here, right? Okay. Next one. Third to the left of H. So that means here will be H. We have done these two things. Next, C is fourth to the left of A. Okay, I don't know about where A and C, so let's keep that on hold for some time. It says next is not an immediate neighbor of F and B. So that means A is not sitting over here. A is not sitting over here. These two places are not meant for A. So that means A will be sitting either here, here, or here. Okay. E is not immediate neighbor of B. So that means E is also not sitting at these two places, right? G is second of D. Okay, fine. So let's come back over here. We had C is fourth to the left of A. So C is fourth to the left of A. So that means only the possible places for A are over here and C to sit over here. Next, A is not an immediate neighbor of F and B. So that means F is not over here. That means, okay, F is of course over here. And B, yes, done. E is not immediate neighbor of B. So that means the only place left for E to sit is this one, right? We are done till here. G is second to the right of D. So next is G is second to the right of D. So that means G is sitting over here and D is sitting over here. This is our final plan. Look over here. This one is our final sitting plan for all of them. Now let's get back to our question. What the question was. Who is immediate right of H? Who is immediate right of H? It's E. That's it. We have B option as the right answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 14, the amount of air inspired and expired during normal respiration is also known as minute volume, residual volume, vital capacity, or the tidal volume. Right answer to the question, option D, tidal volume. See, the air that normally goes in and out of the lungs during breathing, which is about 500 ml, that's your tidal volume. This is your tidal volume. The air normally inspired and expired in one breath is called air inspired and expired in one breath is called your tidal air. And vital capacity, if I talk about it, is the capacity of the lungs to expire the maximum volume of air after deep inspiration. This is the vital capacity. Residual volume, the volume of air that remains in the lungs after the most forceful expiration. Volume of air that remains in lungs after the most forceful expiration, which is 1200 ml. So this is your residual volume and or your vital capacity. It is the capacity of lungs to expire the maximum volume of air after a deep inspiration. And lastly, if we talk about the minute volume, it is the amount of air moved in and out of lungs in 1 minute. That is the minute volume, minute volume, whatever. Now it is equal to the tidal volume against the number of breaths per minute. So this is approximately 6,000 ml. All right. So that means we have option D as the right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question. So you have to find the odd one out. These are a few patterns. You have to find out the odd one out. See, if I look at all the options, in all the options, the base figure is plus. Look, this, right? And only in the third option, the base figure is not plus, it is multiply. Here you have the base figure as plus, plus, plus. In the third option, you have the base figure as multiply. So this makes this figure as the odd one out. Hope you got that. Next question number 16. If this multiply this plus this this multiply by this plus 0.02 multiply 0.02 is a perfect square. You have to find out the value of k. See, I hope you remember that formula, a plus b whole square, that's equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So looking at this formula, don't you think this is a, this is your b, this is your b. So this makes it 1 point, no, 1 point, it's 10.98 squared. If I rewrite this, plus 10.98 into k plus 0.02 square. Correct. So this is your A and this is your B. So that means 2AB is equal to this. So from 1 and 2, because this is the perfect square, it is given in the question. So this should be equal to 10.98 plus 0.02 whole square. So from 1 and 2, what you get is 2AB is equal to 10.98K. What was your A? Was 10.98 and B was 0.02. This is equal to this. And this will cancel. So you have 0.04 is equal to K. That is the value of K. And here you have. Option B is the right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next one. So question number 17 says, how many triangles are there in the given figure? This is your given figure and you have to find out the number of triangles. Let's go for this. See, there is a general formula for finding out the number of triangles. This is given by n into n plus 1 upon 2 into h. Now, what is that h? See, if I see in such type of triangles, what do you have? If I take the number of triangles from here to here as n and from here to here as h. Okay, like how many stairs are there over here? So, n represents number of small triangles and h represents number of end-to-end horizontal lines. So let's check with this triangle which is given to you, this one. Here you are having 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is, so number n is equal to 4. And you are having here A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So number of horizontal lines over here, number of horizontal lines is equal to, you have BC, DE, and FG. So that means you have 3 lines over here. So number of triangles, if I follow this formula, number of triangles is given by n, which is equal to 4 into n plus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 3. So here you have, this is equal to 4 into 5 upon 2 multiplied 3. This gives me 30. So you have the option as the right answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 18. Question number 18, you have to find the odd one out from the given options. These are the given options to you. To answer this question, you need to know about the alphabetical place value table. This is a very important table because number of questions from multiple entrance examination papers are asked from here. Let's make that table. Here you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So now, using this table, let's find which is the odd one out from here. First of all, you have ETN. Then you have DRM, GQI, and HDI. So this is 5, T is at 20, N is at 14, D is at 4, R is at 18, M is at 13, G is at 7, and Q is at 17, and I is at 9. 8, 20, and 9. Okay, so notice one thing. If I add 5 and 14 and I add 1 to it, I get a 20. 8 plus, sorry, 4 plus 13 plus 1 gives me 18. 7 plus 9 plus 1 gives me 17. And 8 plus 9, this plus 3, this gives me 20. So this is something different. That makes option D odd one out. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 19. Again, the odd one out you have to find out, but this time you're given the numbers. So 144, 324, 290, and 100. Okay, so 144, this is the perfect square. There's the perfect square for 12. And 324 is a perfect square for 18. 290 is not a perfect square. And 100 is a perfect square for 10. So that means we have option C as the answer because this is the only one which is not a perfect square. Rest all are the perfect squares. Hope you understood. Next, question number 20. The radius of the curvature of a convex mirror is 24 centimeters. You have to find out the focal length for it. See the radius of curvature of the convex mirror. Okay, let's write down. Radius of curvature for the convex mirror. This is 24 centimeter, and you know F is equal to R upon 2. So the focal length of a convex mirror is half the length of the radius of the curvature. So It's 12. Simple as that. D option as the right answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 21. The governor of a state of India is appointed for the term of 5, 3, 2, or 6 years. Yes, of course, he is appointed for a term of 5 years. A governor holds office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office, which is subject to the pleasure of the president. He can resign at any time by addressing a resignation letter to the president. The constitution does not lay down any ground upon which a governor may be removed. The governor whose term has expired may be reappointed in the same state or in any another state as well. Governor can hold office beyond his term of 5 years until his successor assumes charge. So, first option is the right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next question number 22. You have to complete the series in this question. So this is the series. So you see one thing, the numbers are jumping. Of course, there's a clear pattern that is clearly visible. You have 167, 334, you have 668, and you have 1336, and then you have a question mark. This is multiplication of 2, this is multiplication of 2, this is multiplication of 2, and of course, this will again be the multiplication of 2. 1336 multiplied by 2, it gives me 2672. So, option C is the right answer. Hope you understood. Next is question number 23. The common transport form of sugar in plants is fructose, glucose, galactose, or sucrose. The common transport form of sugar in plants is your sucrose. See, this is a carbohydrate. Sucrose is a carbohydrate. This is from disaccharides. It is a common transport form of sugar in the plants, produced naturally in plants from which table sugar is made. Also called common sugar or the cane sugar. If I talk about the glucose, this is monosaccharides. This is the most important fuel carbohydrate for the human body. Other carbohydrates change by the enzymatic action into the glucose. If I talk about the fructose, this is also monosaccharides. Fructose, also called the fruit sugar, is a simple natural sugar found in fruits, honey, and the vegetables. Then you have the galactose. This is again the same monosaccharides. This is also called brain sugar. Glucose is changed into galactose in order to enable the mammary gland to secrete the lactose. So you have the option as the right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 24. Which of the following are rich in vitamin A? Is it apple, carrot, oranges, or tomato? Yes, you got it. The carrots, they are quite rich in vitamin A. Vitamin A, which is also known as retinols. So sources yellow or the green vegetables and fruits, egg yolk, whole milk. Let's write them. Vitamin A has so many sources, which may be like green vegetables, fruits, egg yolk, milk, cod liver oil, shark liver oil, butter, ghee, number of things. Vitamin A is formed in the liver from the carotene, a yellow-orange pigment that occurs in the carrots. So you need to have the daily requirement of 2 mg for this. The function of the vitamin A, it's essential for the formation of the visual pigments of rod cells and irisbin of cone cells for the eyesight. And it's also essential for the maintenance of the proper immune system to fight various infections. So it is also known as anti-infection vitamin. Deficiency leads to night blindness. Severe deficiency leads to some other complications. Blindness can be caused by a film of keratin over the cornea, headache, irritability, vomiting, hair loss, blurred vision, liver damage. These are all the deficiencies occur due to deficiency of vitamin A in the body. So that source is your carrot. Option B is the right answer. Next is question number 25. You have to choose the alternative that best replaces the question mark in the given figure. So where is your question mark? Here you have your question mark. You have to find out what will come over here. So notice one thing. If I add both of them, you get a 90. If I add both of them, like 18 plus 90, I will get 108. Similarly, if I'll add 21 and 105, I get 126. So you will have 126 at this place, which makes B. Question number 26. A 2-meter broad pathway is to be constructed around a rectangular plot on the inside. The area of the plot is 96 meters square. The rate of construction is rupees 50 per meter square. You have to find out the total cost of the construction for this. So here is your plot. Say this is your plot. Let's say this is your length and the width. So let length be x for the plot and the width be y for the plot. Now you are given that the area of plot is equal to 96 meters square. So that means x into y is equal to 96 meters square. Now further, you are told that a 2-meter broad pathway is constructed around it. So this is the one which is constructed around it like this. Okay, so now this is 2 meters and this is again 2 meters, something like this. So what will your length now? X plus 2 and your width will be y plus 2 plus 2. Or you can say simply y plus 4. So here what will you have? Length of plot and the pathway, that is equal to x plus 4 meter and the width will be y plus 4 meters, right? So what will be the area, total area now? Total area will be given by x plus 4 into y plus 4, which is x into y, 4, x plus y plus 4 into 4, 16. This is 96, we know that. And x plus y, we don't have any information about it. So this cannot be solved because you don't know what x plus y is equal to. So that means these are the two variables which are unknown. See, you have to find out two variables, that is the length and the width. In case to find out the total cost of the construction, we are having only one equation to solve it. There are two variables to solve and you cannot find out two variables using one single equation. So that means you have inadequate data, or option D is the right answer to the question. Hope you're clear. Next, question number 27. The sum of three numbers is 100. The ratio of the first number to the second number is 4:9. The ratio of the second to the third number is 3:4. You have to find out the second number. Okay, so first thing you are given A is to B ratio is 4:9 and B is to C ratio is 3:4. See, here you are having 9 for B and here you are having 3 for B. So let's do one thing. I'll be multiplying this second ratio by 3. So this will be now B is to C is equal to 3 3s are 9 and 4 3s are 12. Now let's say this is 1, this is 2, combining 1 and 2 equations. What you will have, A is to B is to C, this will be equal to 4 is to 9 is to 12. Also, you have sum of three numbers is given to you as 100. So for B, you will have B was 9. So 9 upon 4 plus 9 plus 12. Multiply the total, which is 100 So 9 upon 25 into 100, this gives me 36. So this is the answer to the question. First option is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 28. In a right angle triangle, ABC, 90 degree at C. Okay, let's make this triangle first. This is 90 degree at C, and this is, let's say, A, and this is B. Now, the sides are in the ratio 1:1 is to root 2. Then you have to find out the value for this expression. Okay. See, these are these two sides, they're having the same ratio. So, that means these two sides have same ratio. That means sides are equal. If the sides are equal, that means the triangle is isosceles. And if a right angle triangle is isosceles, then this angle is equal to 45. This angle is equal to 45. Triangle ABC is a right angled isosceles triangle, right? So that means angle A is equal to angle B is equal to 45 degree. I hope you know the angle sum property of the triangle, that ABC is equal to 180 degree, and A was equal to C. So you can write down 2A plus B, sorry, 2A plus C. A and C were equal. Wait. A and B were equal. So you will write down 2A plus C is equal to 180 degree. 2A is equal to 180 minus C, which is 90 degree, right? So A will be equal to 45 degree. Since this is an isosceles triangle, so A is equal to B is equal to 45 degree. Now let's get back. What do you have to find out? Cos A, cos B minus sine A, sine B. This sum can be solved in a number of ways. So the easiest one we'll pick up. This is one way is you can just write down, this is the formula for cos A plus B. Okay, or let's just, this is like one way. Let's solve it another way. So you have cos 45 minus sine 45 sine 45. You know, cos 45 is 1 by root 2 and sine 45 is 1 by root 2. They will cancel out each other. This is equal to 0, or this was one way, and here you can cos 45 plus 45, which is cos 90, which is also equal to 0. So you can solve it either way. You will get your answer as 0 only. Hope you understood that. So that makes option B to be the correct answer. Hope you understood. Let's move to the next question, number 29. So you have to simplify this one. 0.01 plus root of 0.0225. Now this can be written as root of 0.01 plus root of 225. This can be written like this, correct? Okay, I'll write it over here only. 225 upon 10,000. You know, root of 225 is equal to 15 and root of 10,000 is equal to 100. So this makes it 0.01 plus 15 upon 100, or this is equal to 0.01 plus 0.15, or this is 0.16. Further, it can be written as 16 upon 100, which is equal to 4 by 10, which is equal to 0.4. So here it is. You have first option as the correct answer. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question, number 30. The simple interest after 10 years at same rate will be 600 on a certain sum. If the principal's tripled after 5 years, what will be the total interest at the end of the third year? Okay, so see, the simple interest after 10 years, it's some interest after 10 years at some interest, let's say R% will be rupees 600 on certain sum, let's say P. Okay, the principal's tripled after 5 years. Principals tripled after 5 years. So let's calculate the simple interest for 10 years and for the 5 years. Simple interest for 10 years, you already know it's 600, right? So what will be simple interest for 5 years? It will be half of it. That means it will be 300. So as you know, the sum is tripled. If the sum is tripled, see, what is the formula for simple interest? It's P R T upon 100. If this P is tripled, then of course this simple interest will also be tripled in that case. So that means, as we know, sum is tripled. That means simple interest is also tripled. So that means simple interest for next 5 years will be 3 into the previous one, which is 300, right? We just solved it over here, 300 rupees. So it will be 3 times that. That means it is 900 rupees. So that means simple interest after 10 years will be 300 plus 900, which is equal to 1200 rupees. So that means the total interest at the end of the 10 years is option A. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 31. Barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate forms barium sulfate and ammonium chloride. Which of the following correctly represents the type of reaction involved? See, this is an oxidation, precipitation, combination, or the combustion reaction. Let's discuss all the reactions one by one. See, the oxidation reaction, the first one, the addition of oxygen to a substance or loss of electron or hydrogen. This is the oxidation reaction. The substance which gives oxygen for oxidation or removes hydrogen is called the oxidizing agent. So in this particular reaction, first of all, let's write down the reaction. You are having barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate. It gives you barium sulfate plus ammonium chloride. Okay. Fine. Yes, it's balanced. Yes. No, wait. It needs to be 2 over here. And no, it's balanced. Okay. So now let's look at the reaction over here. In this one, this is there is no addition of oxygen or loss of electron or something like that. So this is not an oxidation reaction. Let's go with the precipitation. What do you mean by the precipitation reaction? This is a reaction which two compounds exchange ions to form two new compounds, out of which one is to form two compounds. One is this is an insoluble compound, which we also know as precipitate, because it settles down. Precipitate. And this is also known as your precipitation reaction. This is actually precipitate reaction because here the exchange of ions is taking place. Ammonium chloride and barium sulfate is formed, and this is your precipitation reaction. That means we have option B as the right answer. Next is the combination reaction, the reaction in which two or more substances combine to form a single substance. For example, two or more combine to form single substance. Okay. For example, hydrogen and oxygen, it gives you water, right? Like this. This is your combination reaction, and let's move to the last one, the combustion reaction. All combustion reactions, they are exothermic. For example, burning of wood, coal, kerosene, charcoal, etc. So these are your combustion reaction in which lots of heat and light is evolved. That means you have option B as the right answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 32. In which of the following list is economic planning placed? Both state list and union list or concurrent list or the state list, which is the right answer to the question. It is option C, concurrent list. The economic and the social planning subject for making laws is placed under this concurrent list. The seventh schedule of the Indian Constitution divides the power of making laws and executives between union and the states in terms of these lists. Union list, it contains about 100 subjects. Originally 97 of national importance on which only the union government can make the laws. Then state list, which contains 61 subjects, originally 67 on which only state governments can make the law. Then is your concurrent list, which contains 52 subjects, originally 47 on which both union and state government can make laws. If there exists any discrepancy, then union laws prevail. So you have C option, that is concurrent list, as the right answer. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question, number 33. Which of the following is a source of quinine, teak, cinchona, neem, or bamboo? The right answer to the question is your option B, cinchona. This quinine is used to treat malaria. This particular is used to treat malaria and babesiosis. And this is the tree from which it is derived. This is the cinchona tree. And if I talk about the teak, this is like teak is got no teak. This teak tree. This is actually very expensive timber, which is used for making doors, cupboards, etc. And if I talk about the neems, this is used for the skin problems, cosmetics, eye disorders, etc. Then you have the bamboo. Bamboo is used for various purposes such as basket making, roofing, pulp making, etc. So you have option B as the right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 34. Michael Phillips of US is famous for horse riding, swimming, pole vault, or high jump. Right answer to the question, option B, swimming. Michael Phelps of USA is famous for swimming. He has a breathtaking record of 28 medals in both individual and team events. Out of them, he has 23 gold medals, 3 silver, and 2 bronze in the Olympic Games. He is an individual with the highest number of medals in Olympic and also the highest number of gold medals. In 2008 Olympics, he won 8 gold medals in a single season. 8 gold medals in a single season. Hope you got that. We have option B as correct answer. Next is question number 35. What are detergents called? Soapless soaps, soft soaps, hard soaps, or carbolic soaps? Detergents, they are actually called soapless soaps. Detergent, also known as soapless soaps, because it has all the properties of the soap, but they are not soaps. A detergent, which is also called synthetic detergent, is the sodium salt of a long chain of benzene sulfonic acid, or the sodium salt of long chain alkyl hydrogen sulfate, which has the cleansing properties in water. They do not form insoluble calcium, don't form insoluble calcium and magnesium salts with hot water. So they can be used for washing even with the hot water also. So option A is the right answer to the question. Also, you have biodegradable detergents which can be destroyed by the bacteria also. Next is question number 36, which of the following sports originated in India? Is it football, tennis, kabaddi, or cricket? Well, the right answer to the question is your option C, kabaddi. Kabaddi is originated in India and it is the national game of Bangladesh. If I talk about the rest, football has its origin in England. Tennis has its origin in France, and cricket also in England. Cricket is the national game of England, Australia, and Bermuda right now. And tennis, this is the national, like none. This is not the national game of any country. Football is a national game of France and Brazil. And the right answer to our question is option C. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 37. It says a person clapped his hand near a cliff and heard the echo after 4 seconds. What's the distance of the cliff from the person when the speed of the sound is this much? See, we know that uh, twice the distance is equal to Vd in case of the echo, because the time taken is the d distance taken to for the sound to travel from here to here, and then here a reflection and then get back. So it will be twice the distance. So that means 2d is equal to Vd in case of the echo. And here, what do you have to find out? Find the distance of the cliff from the person. So that means 2d is equal to V is the speed of the sound. That means 344, and echo is heard after 4 seconds. So 344 into 2. So D makes 344 into 4 upon 2. This cancels and you have 688 meters as the right answer. Option D. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 38. Find the selling price of an article if the shopkeeper allows the two successive discounts of 5% each on the marked price of 80 rupees. Okay, let's start. First thing, you have the marked price as 80 rupees and the shopkeeper gives you 2%, 5% two successive discounts. So you can take the selling price as a marked price, or you can say discount percent, right? Or better to write it as 100 minus discount percent upon 100, multiply 100 minus discount percent upon 100 into the marked price. This is for the first discount and this is for the second discount. So this will be 100 minus 5 upon 100. And again, this and mark price was 80. So this is equal to 95 upon 100 into 95 upon 100 into 80. And this will cancel, this will cancel like 2. And this will be 19. This will go at 4. And similarly, this will go at 20, 19, and a 10, and a 2. Okay, so here you have 19 into 19 into 2 upon 10, which gives you 72.20 rupees. So this is the answer to the question. Here you have A option as the right answer. Hope you understood this. Let's move to the next one. Question number 39, which community gets special provision for certain services in the Article 336? Is it Muslim community, 6 community, Hindu community, or Anglo-Indian community? The right answer to the question, the Article 336 of the Indian Constitution, it provides special provisions to the Anglo-Indians community, option D. An Anglo-Indian community means a person whose father was a European descent but who is domiciled within the territory of India. According to the 2011 census, there are 296 people who identified themselves as Anglo-Indians. According to the Article 331 of the Indian Constitution, the President of India can nominate 2 Anglo-Indian members in the Lok Sabha. According to the Article 333, the governor of the state can nominate 1 Anglo-Indian member in the state legislative assembly as he seems necessary. Recently, Parliament passed Constitution 126 Amendment Bill. Amendment Bill extending the reservation of SC, STs, but doing away with the provision of nomination of Anglo-Indians to Lok Sabha and some state assemblies. So option D is the right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 40. Which mineral is essential for the bones? Is it iron, sulfur, zinc, or calcium? Yes, it is calcium. Of course, you know the answer. Calcium, it's found in dairy products, eggs, green veggies, etc. And it helps in formation of bones, teeth, blood clot, muscles, nerve activity, like to help them function normally, etc. Iron, you get iron mostly from meat, eggs, cereals, legumes, and they make hemoglobin. This is a part of the hemoglobin. Then you have your sulfur, which mostly you get from your meat, dairy product, eggs, and part of many proteins, vitamins, and skin here. It's a part of many proteins and vitamins. So it's part of your skin here, nails as well. Zinc, you get it from oysters, milk, egg, whole grain. Component of more than 80% enzyme systems is zinc. Wound, burn healing, protein synthesis, immune reactions, general growth, they are all linked with the zinc only in the body. That makes option D as the right answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next one. Question number 41. Find the missing number in the following series. So this is the series which is given to you. You have to find out what will come out at this place. Let's write down the series. You have a 1, then again a 1, then you have a 2, then a question mark, then 24, followed by 120, and then this. So you see one thing, this is 1 multiply 1, this is 1 multiply 2. I don't know about this. And this is 24 multiply 5, and 120 multiply 6 gives you 720. So most probably I'm gonna have a product of 3 and 4, product of 3 with 2 at this place. That gives me a 6. 6 fours are 24 further, which confirms the presence of 24 over here. So that means very clearly I have B option as the right answer. Hope you understood. Next is question number 42. Which technique is used to determine the depth of the sea, locate the underwater hills, valleys, submarines, and icebergs, etc.? Is it sound absorption or infrasound, sonar, or MRI? Well, the right answer, sonar. If I talk about the rest of it, first of all, which technique is used to determine the depth of the sea, underwater hills, valleys, submarine, icebergs? See, if I talk about the ultrasonic waves, they are the sound waves. Just let's talk about the ultrasonic waves. They are the sound waves with the frequencies higher than the upper audible limit of the human hearing. Frequency higher than upper audible limit for humans. And of course, they have a short wavelength. So let's talk about the sonar now. Sonar is a technique that uses sound propagation, usually underwater in a submarine navigation, to navigate, communicate, or detect objects on or under the surface of the water and to measure the depth of the sea. Sonar stands for sound navigation and ranging. It works on the principle of echo. And sonar is often used as an instrument of acoustic location and eco characteristics of the target object in water. So we have option C as the right answer to the question. So here is a small model of how it works. There's a ship, there's a transmitter over here, and a receiver over here. The transmitter sends the ultra sound pulse, which hits the bottom of the sea and or whatever the hills or the small objects in the water, and you have a reflected ultrasound pulse which get passed to the receiver. The transmitter transmits the ultrasonic waves. These waves travel to the object on the seabed or somewhere in the sea and get reflected and are sensed by the receiver or the detector. Detector converts incoming waves into the electrical signals to calculate the distance by knowing the speed of the sound in water and the time interval between the transmission and reception of the ultrasound. Thus, sonar technique is used for determining the depth of the sea, locating the underwater hills, valleys, submarines, icebergs, etc. So that means we have the option as a right answer. Next is question number 43. Which gas is typically produced when metal react with acids? Okay, so when metals react with the, let's say, acids, let's say hydrochloric acid, you have a number of metals. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So they will form the magnesium metal chloride. Okay, metal, it may be like whatever, and hydrogen gas is evolved. Okay, for example, if I'm having the sodium reaction with the acids, which is, let's say, the hydrochloric acid, you will have NaCl plus hydrogen gas is evolved. So this is the, let's say, balancing the equation. Okay, so hydrogen gas is evolved in this case. Whenever metals react with acids, they form hydrogen gas. For example, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead. So they always give you hydrogen. Okay, these are very reactive metals. Let's write down. You have some reactive metals, and they form your potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, and lead. And then you have the less reactive metals. For example, you have copper, mercury, silver, gold. So option C, right answer. Hope you understood. Next question number 44, mathematics trigonometry before us. So we have cot theta is equal to A upon B. You know, cot theta is equal to cos upon sine. That is equal to A upon B. So that means you have cos theta as A and sine theta as B. What you have to find out is this. Easy to go. To find, you had to cos theta minus sine theta divided by cos plus sine theta. So here you have A minus B upon A plus B. Simple as that. Let's check with the options. Yeah, this is the one. D option, right answer. Hope you understood. Next question number 45. Cube has numerically equal surface area and volume. You have to find out the area of the cube. Okay, so what is the formula for the surface area of the cube? 6 into side square. And what is the formula for the volume of the cube? That is equal to side cube. Now in the question, they have numerically equal. That means these two are equal, correct? So you have a 6 is equal to side cube divided by side square, which gives me, see, this will cancel this. So you will have 6 is equal to side. I got the side, right? So what do you mean by, what do you have about the volume? Volume of the cube is equal to side cube, which is equal to 216 cubic units. That is C option, right? Hope you got that. Next is question number 46. In this question, 3 statements are given followed by 4 conclusions. You have to choose the conclusions which best fits logically. Statements are all gold are platinum, some platinum are silver, all silver are diamonds. Conclusion, some diamonds are platinum, some diamonds are gold, some silver are gold, some platinum are gold. See, to answer these type of questions, the best way to go is follow your Venn diagrams. Let's make the Venn diagrams using the statements which are given to us. First one, all gold are platinum. So this is your gold. You're given that all gold are platinum. Some platinum are silver. So some platinums are silver. Okay. Next, all silver are diamonds. So something like this will happen. So all silvers are diamonds. Correct. Done with all the statements. Now let's move towards the conclusions. The first one, it is saying some diamonds are platinum. That's right. Some diamonds are platinum. Because these are the ones these are the diamonds which are silver, and these are the silvers diamonds which are platinum also. So this is the one, that means this is true, correct. Second, some diamonds are gold. Some diamonds are gold. There is no connection. Here is lying gold. Here is lying diamonds. So no, that's not possible. That may be possible actually, because if this gold lies in this region, so it may be possible, but may not also be. So, okay, this is possible, but it's not a definite one. So I can't take this conclusion to be true. Next, some silver are gold. Again, the same thing. Some silver are gold. This much portion may be gold, but again, this is a possibility, but you can't tell it for sure. Wrong. Some platinum are diamonds, right? Some platinum are diamonds. See, these one are the platinums which are silver as well. These are the ones again. So yes, some platinum are diamonds as well. So that means you have first and the fourth one, right? Option C, right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is, yeah, 47 question. PQR enter a partnership investing this and this amount. You have to find the respective share in the annual profit of 40,000 and 500. Okay, so you know one thing, money into time gives you profit. right? So you have PQR, investment ratio to be 35,000, 45,000, 55,000. So first of all, they will be reduced to 35, 45, 55, dividing all the three sides by 1,000, and then dividing by 5, you have 7, 9, and 11. So this is the ratio for PQR investment. Correct? Now, let's say profit share of P is 7x, Q, and R. They are having 7, 9, and 11x respectively. You have the total profit of 40,500. So that means 7, 9, 11x is 40500. That gives me 27x is equal to this. Let's divide it. You will have 40500 divided by 27. It will give me 1,500. Okay. So here you have the profit of what you had to find out was respective share in the profit. Okay, all the three I have to find out. Profit of all the three. P had 7x, Q had 9x, and R had 11x. So 7 into 15, 10,500. 7, 9 into 15. This gives me 13500. So this is equal to this 16500. So these are the profit shares of all of them, and this is your answer. Let's check with the options. You have this one, D. This is the right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 48 in Indian history. Who was also known as Alamgir? Akbar, Jahangir, Aurangzeb, or Babur? The right answer to the question, it's Aurangzeb. See, Aurangzeb was also given the title of Alamgir. Alamgir means conqueror of the universe. And also Zindapir, the living saint. His policies were against the Hindu community. His reign proved to be very fatal to the Mughal Empire in India, and after him, it diminished very sharply. So we have option C as the right answer. If I talk about Babur, he was given the title of Zahiruddin Muhammad. Actually, his full name was Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, and Akbar was Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. He won the second battle of Panipat in 1556. And then I have Jahangir. He was actually Prince Salim, married Noor Jahan, who was a real ruler at that time. He was the admirer of painting. Option C stands to be the right answer. Alamgir was Aurangzeb. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 49. If x minus 3 and x plus 3, x minus 1 and x plus 3 are the factors of this equation, you have to find out the value of A and B. Okay, so let's open it up. X minus 1, x plus 3. These are the two factors. Let's multiply. That means if these are the two factors of any equation, that means the product is equal to 0. So let's open it up. You have x square minus x plus 3x minus 3 is equal to 0. X square plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. From here, you have A as 2 and B as minus 3. Simple as that. We have this. Option B is the right answer to the question. Hope you understood. Next is 50th question. It says you 50 multiply 13 is equal to this, and this. Then what will be 37 multiply 27? See, 21. See, technically, if we see 53 multiply 13 is not equal to 33. So that means some logic is being followed over here. You have three equations. 53 multiply 13 is equal to 33. 9 multiply 23, 13 is equal to 26, and 74 multiply 26 is equal to 50. Right? Technically, they are not the answers. So that means some logic is being followed. Let's check with that logic. See if I add both of them. I get a 66. If I divide that with 2, I get a 33. Let's do the same thing here as well. 39 plus 13, it gives me 52. Divided by 2 gives me 26. And similarly, 74, 26, it gives me 100. Divided by 2, it gives me a 50. So we have a 37 multiply 21. Let's go with this. I will add both of them. I will have a 58, which divided by 2 will give me 29, right? So first option is the right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is 51 question. Which word would be the best, will best complete the relationship given below? It is asphalt to road, the same way brick is related to what? The asphalt is a thick viscous liquid used in the construction of the road. This is a thick viscous liquid used in the construction of the roads. So similarly, bricks are using the construction of fabric, cloth, prism. No, bricks are used in the construction of walls for sure. Right. Hope you got that. Next is question number 52. Which are the following statements about modern periodic table is correct? It has 18 vertical columns known as groups, 18 horizontal rows known as periods, 7 horizontal rows known as groups, or 7 vertical columns known as period. The right answer, option A, it has 18 vertical columns which are known as groups. Modern periodic table has 18 vertical columns which are also called groups. Modern periodic table, 1913, Henry Moseley had given the modern periodic table. This table is classified in the patterns like P block, S block, D, and F block. The P block elements include halogens, halogens, inert gases, etc. 18th group, also known as inert gas or zero groups or non-reactive groups. Non, because they don't participate in any reaction. The 17th group, it is the halogens, they are known as. 16th group, chalcogens, and 15th, nitrogens. The S block elements, like they have the alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, D have the transition metals, F have inner transition elements. So you know all these things. Right answer to the question is first option. Hope you understood that. Next is 53rd question. If 31 December 2005 was a Saturday, then which day of the week will be 31 December 2009? Okay, you are having 31 December 2005 was a Saturday. So for 2006, I have one odd day, right? And for 2007, also I have one odd day. See, 365 divided by 7, it gives me one odd day, okay? And 2008, see 2008, this is a leap year. So that means 366 days. So in that case, if I have 366 days, which I will have two odd days. Next again, I have 2009, which will have one odd day. So total number of odd days will be 5, right? So it was a Saturday, right? 2009. I have reached 31 December. See how many odd days have been added? 5. So I started from a Saturday. 5 days after Saturday, I will have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it will be a Thursday. Okay. So we have option B as the right answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question. So question number 54, you have to simplify this expression. This is 3 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4. So this is looking complicated, but see, this is very easy. I'm sure like you can solve it. So I'll start with this thing very first one. You will have 3 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 2. Okay, I'll take a LCM over here now. So this will be 8 plus 1 upon 4. This will give me 3 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon this term. Okay, so this will turn out to be 3 plus 1 upon 1 plus 4 by 9. Again, taking the LCM in the denominator. So you will have this is 1 upon 1, 9 plus 4 upon 9. This is going to give me 3 plus 1 upon 13 upon 9 and 3 plus this. Again, taking the LCM, you have 39 plus this upon 13, which will give me 48 upon 13, right answer. Okay, so 48 upon 13, I have the option as the correct one. Hope you got that. Next is question number 55. Express point 0, explain 0.12 bar 5 as in the form of the rational number. So actually this is got to be, there's a small mistake. You can't have a bar over here. It will be a complete bar. Okay, there's a mistake over here. You can't have bar. Okay, you can have, but this question is this like this only 0.125. So you are having this thing and this is 125 upon 1,000. So let's say this is okay, wait. Not this, not 1,000. This is the bar. So this is actually 0.125, 125, 125, and so on. It goes on. So let's say this is equal to x. Let's say x is equal to 0.125, 125, 125, and so on. So what is the common, like 3 terms? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 numbers. So let's multiply both sides by 1,000 because I have 3 repeated numbers. So 1,000, this will be 125.125, and so on. Let's subtract both of them. Let's say this is 1 and 2. So performing 2 minus 1. What will you have? 1,000 x minus x is equal to 125, 125, 125, so on, minus 0.125, 125, so on. You have 999. X is equal to 125. So you will have x is equal to 125 divided by 999. That makes this first option to be the right answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 56. Find the HCF of 2 consecutive even integers. See, first of all, you are having 2 consecutive even integers, right? So like, for example, 2, 4, 4, 6, or 8, 10. The HCF for them, it's always 2, highest common factor. Let's see. For example, let's take any 2 consecutive, just any 2. Let's take 98 and 100. Okay. So if I write about the factors of 98, this is 2 into 7 into 7, and this is equal to 2 into 5 into 5, right? No, 2 into 2 into 5. Okay. Yeah. So what is the highest common factor? 2. You can take any other example. let's say 108 and 110. So again, this is having a 2 into 2 into 27, right? Yeah. And 110, this is giving the factors of 2 into 5 into 11. Correct. Again, the highest common factor is 2. So the answer to the question, HCF for two consecutive even integers is always got to be 2. B option, right answer. Hope you understood. Next, question number 57. What is the loss person incurred when chocolates got at 2 for a rupee are sold at 4 for a rupee? That means you bought 2 chocolates for 1 rupee and 2 chocolates at 1 rupee. This is the cost price and the selling price is 4 chocolates. Of course, you are having a loss for 1 rupee. So that means here CP of 1 chocolate, it will be equal to 1 upon 2. That means 0.5 rupee. And here will be selling price of 1 chocolate. That will be equal to 1 upon 4, which is 0.25 of the. So that means, of course, you are having a loss because the selling price is less than the cost price. So loss will be 0.25 rupee and you have to find out loss percentage. That will be loss upon CP upon 100. Loss is 0.25 and this is equal to 5.5 into 100, or you're having 25 upon 100 into 10 upon 5 into 100. They will cancel. This will cancel at 2 and you are having 50% as the answer. So here you have the option as the correct answer. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 58. Who among the following was awarded with the Padma Shri in 2019? Is it Buditya Mukherjee, Bachendri Pal, Gautam Gambhir, or John Chambers? Right answer, Gautam Gambhir was awarded with Padma Shri in 2019. He was awarded this award in the category of sports. A renowned batsman of the Indian cricket team, was a part of the 2011 World Cup winning team, now MP from Delhi. So, this is the right answer. If I talk about the Buditya Mukherjee, he got Padma Bhushan in art, music, sitar. Sitar player of West Bengal, Imdad Khani Gharana. And the Bachendri Pal, she's related to mountaineering. She's got Padma Bhushan, mountaineering. Padma Bhushan, she got the first woman of India to reach the summit of Mount Everest. And if I talk about the John Chambers, got Padma Bhushan in the sector of public affairs, former executive chairman and CEO of Cisco Systems, vocal supporter of the Indian startup ecosystem. Right answer, option C, Gautam Gambhir. Question. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 59. Which of these is a fossil fuel? Alcohol, coal, biogas, or wood? Right answer, option B, coal. Coal is a type of the fossil fuel. Fossil fuels are formed by the natural processes such as anaerobic decomposition of the buried organisms under heat and pressure. Fossil fuels include coal, petroleum, natural gas that contain high percentages of carbon. Fossil fuels are non-renewable sources and must be burned to release their energy. It releases sulfur, poisonous gases, right? Sulfur, nitrogen, carbon, carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide in the atmosphere, which causes the greenhouse effect and the pollution. Option B, coal, right answer. Hope you understood that. Of course, you knew the answer. The next is question number 60. Which of the following is a weak base? Is it calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, or sodium hydroxide? Right answer to the question, ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Option C. Base which is partially iodized. What is a weak base which is partially iodized in water to produce small amount of OH negative ions, small amount of OH negative ion. This is called a weak base. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. If I talk about one more, then magnesium hydroxide is also a weak base. Whereas on the contrary, what are the strong bases which are completely not iodized, ionized, which are completely ionized in water to produce large amount of hydroxyl ions. For example, sodium hydroxide is a strong base. Potassium hydroxide is a strong base, very strong bases they are. Whereas the calcium hydroxide, this is also a strong base, but it's less in comparison to sodium and the potassium hydroxide. So, I hope you understood that. Ammonium hydroxide, if I talk particularly about it, this is used as a cleanser in manufacturing of plastics, rubber, fertilizers, etc. So, C option, right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Next, let's move to the next question. Question number 61. Which of the following is rich in dietary fiber? Is it ice cream, white bread, noodles, or apples? Of course, we have the apples as a winner to the answer. Apples are rich in the dietary fiber. What is a dietary fiber? It's a part of the nutrition. Part of the nutrition which cannot be digested by the human body. Which can't be digested by the human body. It helps in controlling blood sugar, blood pressure, control cholesterol, level of the body, and also helps in lower weight of the body. Lowering weight of the body. There are two types of dietary fiber. You have them as soluble and insoluble. Okay. So we have the option as the right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 62. You have to complete the series over here. So you have 2, 3, 6, 15, 42, and a question mark. Okay, so there is a particular jump. Okay, let's try and understand this. See, from here to here, you're having a +1, right? Okay. Here you are having a difference of 1. Here you have a difference of 3, a difference of 9. And over here, 15 to this, you are having a difference of 27. So now I'm moving in the table of 3. So this is 3, multiply 3, multiply 3. Again, you will multiply 3. So 27 multiply 3, this will give me 81, right? So let's add 81 to 27 and you have 108 over here. So this is 108. Okay, no, that's not right. Sorry, no, it has to be added to 42, not 27. Sorry. So 42 plus 81, this gives me 123. Okay. So this is the answer. Option B is the right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 63. Tilana is one of the representation styles of which dance form? Kathak, Kuchipudi, Bharatnatyam, or Odissi? Tilana is an element of the Bharatnatyam, which is concluding stage of the performance. Other elements of Bharatnatyam are Alaripu, Jatiswaram, Shabdam, Varnam, Padam, Jwali. Bharatnatyam is the oldest classical dance of India. According to the Sangeet Natak Academy, there are 8 classical dance forms of India. First one, you have the Bharatnatyam. From here, this is the first one, and then you have the Kathak and Odissi, Kuchipudi, Manipuri, Mohi Niyattam. Then you have Satriya and of course Kathakali. Okay, so Tilana is one of the presentation styles of Bharatnatyam. C option, right answer to the question. Next is 64th question. You have to simplify this expression. Pretty easy one. So see, you're noticing one thing. This is 106 multiply 106 and 94 multiply 94. Correct? So this is, if I take A as 106 and B as 94, this is something as A square plus B square. And you know what is the formula? You have an identity that A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So that means you have A square plus B square is equal to A plus B whole square minus 2AB. Correct? So you have 106 square plus 94 square will be equal to 106 plus 94 whole square plus 2 into 106 into 94. Right. So here you are having 200 and right. So this is, I think this is getting even complicated. Right. Let's do one thing. Let's redo it. Because that was getting 106 multiply 94, that would be again some calculation. So I'll do one thing, again the same thing. I'm having A as 106 and B as 94. Now 106, I can write it as 100 plus 6, right? And 94 can be written as 100 minus 6, correct? So what do you have to find out? This is 106 is equal to, and this is 94 is equal to. So you have this one as 106 square plus 94 square. Let's write it down. 106 square plus 94 square. This will be equal to 100 plus 6 whole square plus 100 minus 6 whole square. So now again that identity will be used. Two identities I have. A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. And A minus B whole square is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square. So this makes it A square plus 2AB plus B square plus A square minus 2 A, B plus P square. So these two will cut down and you have 100 square twice 6 square. This will give me 2 into 10,000, 2 into this. So this will be 20,000 plus 72, or this will be 20072. Okay. So this is one. You have B option as the right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question. Number 65. In a certain code, rat is written as 40, chart is 33. You have to tell what is return in that one equal to. Okay. See, return is having U and N, which are not present in rat and chart. So I'll be using our alphabetical place value table. Important one. Let's make and use that. So here is your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, TUVWX YZ. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Okay, now let's get back to our question. The rat is written as 40. So what is R, A, T? R is 18, A is 1, T is 20. Okay. I have a total of 39, but if I add 1 to it, I get a 40. Similarly, let's go for chat. So what do you have? C is 3, H is 8, 1, and 20. This is going to give me a total of 32, I think, right? Plus 1, 33. Okay, now I got my logic. Let's find out the code for return. So R is 18, 5, 20, and 21, 18, and 14. Let's all add all of them. After adding, you will have 96. Adding 1 to it, I have 97. This is the answer. You have the option as the right answer. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question, number 66. The ratio of the time taken to row a certain distance upstream to the time taken to go downstream is 4:1. So that means if you have taken 4 hours to go upstream, you have taken only 1 hour to come downstream. What is the ratio of the speed along the stream to that of the upstream? Okay, so let the upstream speed Vx, right? And downstream, the speed I've written twice. This speed is equal to this much, y. Okay, now what is there is a 4:1, the time taken is 4:1. LCM of 1 and 4 is equal to 4. So let let's say the distance, but we are not given the exact distance. So let's say the distance is equal to 4 kilometers, which is actually the LCM of 1 and 4. So time taken to cover 4 kilometers upstream is equal to 4 hours, and 1 kilometer downstream is equal to 1 hour, right? So your upstream speed, I suppose that to be x, that is equal to distance upon time, right? Distance was 4 and the time for the upstream is also 4. So that means it is 1 kilometer per hour. Also, downstream speed, I took that as y. So distance was 4 and the time taken was 1. So this is equal to 4 kilometer per hour. Okay. So this is the upstream speed and this is the downstream speed. And what you had to find out was ratio of the speed along the stream. So ratio of speed, what is that? Along the stream to that of upstream. Okay. To downstream upon upstream. So this is for the downstream and upstream. This is 4:1, right? This is the answer. First option. This is the right answer to the question. A. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 67. Which of the following is a leguminous plant? So you have the potato, cabbage, tomato, and pea, which is the leguminous plant. This is B, option B. Leguminous plants, they belong to the family of Leguminosae. P, red gram, beans, lentils, black gram, cowpea, soya bean. Etc. Some of the examples of the leguminous plant. It is cultivated primarily for human consumption, for livestock forage and silage, and the nitrogen fixing agent for soil, which enriches the soil for cultivation. They contain symbiotic rhizobia bacteria. This is important one. Rhizobia bacteria, which helps in the nitrogen fixation to the roots. So B, D option, right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question, number 68. You have to choose the figure which best represents the relationship among the classes given below. Wheat, grains, onions, and maize. Okay. See, if I have wheat, wheat is a grain. This is wheat. Wait. This is wheat. Wheat is wheat and maize. Both are what? Both are grains. And then you have the onions. They are the separate one. They don't have anything to do with it. So here are your onions. So this is the one. Wheat and maize both are the grains, and this is onions. You have first option as the right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 69. Chandigarh is the capital of which of the states? Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, both Punjab and Haryana or Punjab. Yes, it is the capital for both Punjab and Haryana. It is Union Territory of India, which was formed in 1966. So it is administered directly by the President of India through the administrator. It's clearly planned city of India, which was planned by Swiss French architect Le Corbusier. Chandigarh Capital Complex was declared as World Heritage on the 40th session of the World Heritage Conference held in Istanbul by UNESCO in July 2016. Right answer, option C. Hope you got that. Next, question number 70. If plus means division and minus means multiply, multiply means minus, and divide means plus. You have to find out what is 5 minus 8 multiply 6 divided by 8 plus 9. Let's change it. So after applying the following code, you have 5 multiply 8 minus 6 plus 11, and this is whole divided by 9. So let's apply the BODMAS rule. Brackets will be solved first. So inside the brackets, first of all, I'll go for the multiplication. This will be 40 minus 6 plus 11 divided by 9. Let's add both of them. You have 51 minus 6 divided by 9. 45 divided by 9 will give me 5. This is the answer, D option. Hope you understood. Right. Next is question number 71. The sum of two numbers is 22. 5 times of one number is equal to 6 times the other. You have to find the larger number of the two numbers. So here, according to the question, first of all, let's say the two numbers are A and B. Okay. So you have A plus B is equal to 22. 5 times of one number is equal to 6 times of another. So also 5 times of first number is equal to 6 times another number, right? So you have, suppose A, that's equal to 6 upon 5 of B. What will this equation be? A plus B is equal to 22. That means 6 upon 5 of B plus B is equal to 22. Or you have 6B plus 5B upon 5 is equal to 22. Or you have 11B is equal to, this is the 110, and B will be equal to 10. Okay. What you had to find out was the larger number of the two. Okay. Let's find out. You had A as this. So A was equal to 6 upon 5B. So 6 upon 5 into B, this is equal to 12. That's the larger number, 12. Option D, right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 72. Which of the following elements is represented by Ag? It's silver. Because sodium is having the symbol Na, sulfur is this, potassium is K, silver Ag. The symbol is Ag. Atomic number of silver is 47, and atomic weight 107.868. Yeah. Okay. So right answer, option D. Hope you understood. Next is question number 73. When 8 times of a number increased by 4, result is the smallest 3-digit number. What is that? Easy one. Okay. It's asking you 8 times of a number is increased by 4. Let's say the number is X. Okay. Let the number be X. If 8 times, let's read it and write it. 8 times of a number is increased by 4. The result is the smallest 3-digit number. What is the smallest 3-digit number? 100. Okay. So that gives you 8x is equal to 100 minus 4, which is equal to 96, which gives you x is equal to 12. Okay. You have option D as the right answer. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 74. It says if the interest is compounded half yearly, you have to find the compound interest on the sum of 18,500 at the rate of 40% per annum for 80 months. Okay. So you have a compound interest problem. Let's write down. You have given the principal. You are having the principal as this much. And the rate is 40%. Time 18 months, which makes 1.5 years. Or 3/2 year, right? And what is the formula for the amount in the case of this compound interest? This is P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power time. Now it's compounded half yearly. For half yearly, what it is? This. For half yearly. Okay. So here amount is equal to 18500, 1 plus 40 upon 200, and 3 upon 2 into 2. So this becomes 18500, 1 plus 1 upon, no, it will be like this will be cancelled, and it will be 1 upon 5. Okay. So 1 upon 5 raised to power 3. This will be equal to 18500, 6 by 5 raised to power 3. Or this will be equal to 18500 into 6 into 6 into 6 upon 5 into 5 into 5. On solving this, amount will come out to be 31968 rupees. You have to find out the compound interest, which is amount minus principal. So 31968 minus 18500. It is 13468 rupees. So this is the answer to the question. 13468 rupees, 13,468 rupees. Option B, right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question, number 75. Which of these does not have an optical lens? Is it microscope, periscope, telescope, or stethoscope? Right answer to the question, it is stethoscope. This is not an optical lens. Stethoscope is a medical device that is used to listen to internal sound of human and animal body. Or you can say animals only. Animal body, and it does not have any lens. Right? Microscope, periscope, telescope, they do have the lenses. Stethoscope is a medical device which is used to listen to the sound, so it doesn't need any lens as such. Whereas microscopes are the devices which are used to see very small objects. And then you have the periscopes. They are used to see the objects which are not in the line of sight. For example, the submarines, periscopes, they are used to see the things which are lying on the surface of the sea. So, see objects that are not in line of sight. And then, of course, you have the telescope. The telescope is used to see very distant objects, for example, moon, etc. To see distant celestial objects. Okay. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question. So, D option, right answer. Question number 76. In a period, elements are arranged in the order of equal charges in the nucleus, constant charges in the nucleus, decreasing charges in the nucleus, or increasing charges in the nucleus. Right answer, option D. In 1913, Henry Moseley, who gave the modern periodic table, he had P, S, D, and F blocks. P blocks, they contained calogens, calcul, cal, sorry, this is chalcogens. And then nitrogens, halogens, inert gases. As blocks, they had your alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, D block, transition elements, F block, inner transition elements. So the question was, elements are arranged in the increasing charges of the nucleus, because as a number of charges in the nucleus are given by the protons, as the number of protons in the nucleus increases, the charge on the nucleus also increases, and this order is arranged in the increasing order of the nucleus charge. Option D, right answer. Hope you understood. Next is question number 77. On which of the following river banks in the city of Agra located Yamuna, Ganga, Tapti, or Sabarmati? Right answer is Yamuna, option A. City Agra is situated on the bank of Yamuna Nadi, Yamuna River. It's also known as Yamunotri Glacier. Okay, it starts from Yamuna starts from Yamunotri Glacier and it ends in Ganga River, Prayagraj. Whereas Ganga, it starts from Gangotri to the Bay of Bengal. And Tapi starts from Multai, Betul in MP, goes to Arabian Sea, and Sabarmati starts from Debhar Lake in Aravali Range to Gulf of campaign? Arabian Sea. All right. So, city Agra is situated on the banks of Yamuna. First option. Sorry, B. Yeah, B. A option. Right. So, this is the right answer. Hope you understood that. Next is question number 78. Which of these sports is not a table game? Board game or table game? Is it chess? Chess is a table game. Squash is not a table game. Carom, billiards. They all are the table games. See, squash is played by the racket and ball within a four-wall court. 2 or 4 players are required for this, and carom, chess, and billiards, they all are the table games. Only the squash is the one which is not a table game, which makes B option to be the right answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 79. You have to complete the series. To answer the question, again, I need my alphabetical place value table. We already have drawn the table in a couple of questions back. So please refer to that table. I'm going to use that table in this question as well. Okay. So you have C, J. It moves to E, K, which further moves to H, M, and P. So further it moves to what? C is at the position number 3, J is at position 10, E is at 5, K is at 11, H is at 8, M is at 13, and P is at 16. Okay. So here you have a +2, +3, +5. You're having a +1, +2, +3. So, of course, I'm going to have this plus, +4 over here, right? And here I'm moving as like 2 + 3 + 5. So, what I'm having over here is, I think these are prime numbers, correct? Because I can't move into 1, like, because here you're having +1, here you're having +2. Okay. Or whatever you can say is 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. The next prime number is 7. So that's 20. 20 is the position for T, and 16 + 20, again the position for T. So TT is the right answer. Option D. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 80. Natural source of vitamin C is guava, apple, spinach, or all these options. The answer is all of these options. D option is the right answer. Vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, it's a natural source of guava, apple, and natural source of guava. These are having the vitamin C is naturally derived from guava, apple, and spinach. So the daily requirement for this is 50 mg. It helps in collagen formation, maintaining the integrity of the capillary walls, normal growth of the bones and teeth, takes part in the cellular oxidation and reduction, reduces risk of cancer and heart disease by acting as strong antioxidants. So what are the deficiency symptoms of it? You have the problem of scurvy, which is characterized by bleeding gums and swollen joints. Decreased resistance to the common cold. So the option is the right answer to the question. Hope you understood that. Let's move to the next question. Question number 81. An article is sold at a certain price. Had it been sold at 60% of this price, there would have been a loss of 35%. What is profit percent now? So first of all, let's say actual selling price of the article is 100 rupees. Then, according to the question, new selling price of the article will be equal to 60% of that selling price. So that means it will be equal to 100 into 60 upon 100, which is equal to 60 rupees. Correct. So as if the particle would have been at the 60 sold at 60 rupees, there would have been a loss of 35%. The cost price is equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 minus loss percent. So the cost price is equal to selling price was 60 into 100 upon 100 minus 35%, which is equal to 6,000 upon 65. Correct, which will give you 1200 upon 13. So that means ratio of CP to actual SP is this is to 100, which is equal to this, or this is equal to 12:30. Now, therefore, this is the ratio for CP to SP. Therefore, let's say CP is equal to 12 units. Therefore, what will be the SP? 13 units. There will be a profit of 1 unit. Correct. And what will be the profit percent? Profit upon CP into 100. That will give you 81 upon 3%. So you have B option as the correct answer. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 82. 110-meter long train crosses a pole in 12 seconds. What is the speed of the train in kilometers per hour? So you have the length of the train, 110 meters, and the time is equal to 12 seconds. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So 110 upon 12. This is meters per second. You want the answer in kilometers per hour. So it will be multiplied by 18 by 5. Let's do the cancellations. Here is 3, here is 2, and this is 55. This is equal to 11. So the answer is 33 kilometers per hour, option A. This is the right answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is 83rd question. Water holding capacity is highest in sandy, clay, silty, or loamy soil. See, water holding capacity, it depends on the particle size of the soil. Generally, clay soil has the highest water holding capacity. And how is that? Let's see. See, generally, according to the particle size, soil is categorized in 3 categories. According to the particle size, there are 3 types of soil: sandy, let's say silt, and clay. So sandy soil, this ranges from 2 mm to 0.2 mm, and silt ranges from 2 mm to 0.02 mm. Sorry, not 2 mm, wait. 0.2 mm to 0.002 mm. Right. Okay. And the clay one, this is less than 0.002 mm. Now, loamy soil, this is a combination of sandy, silt, and clay soil. So it is having 40% of this, 40% of this, and 20% of the clay soil. So we can see that the clay soil has the shortest particle size if among all of them. So little space between the particle of the clay soil, and it has the highest holding capacity in all of them. That makes option B to be the correct answer to the question. Hope you understood this. Next question number 84. So in a certain code language, medical is written as this. How would police be written in that same language? See, you are having MIDICAL, right? So M and E retain its position. D and I interchange their positions. CAL again retain their positions. Looking at that, how will police be written? So This is 1. P will retain its position. O will retain its position. L and I, they will interchange their positions. C, E will be over here. So that makes POIL, CE to be the correct answer. That makes option B to be the right answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 85. What is the total surface area of solid cylinder whose radius is half the radius of the circle, of area this much, and height is same as that of the radius of the circle? So first thing, you are having a circle. Circle area is given to you as 154 pi r square, area of the circle, where r is the radius of the circle. So you have r square is equal to 154 upon pi. This is 154 upon this. This will 14 and 2. So this will be equal to 49 r square. From here you have r as 7 meters. Okay, now there's a solid cylinder whose radius is half the radius of this circle. So radius of cylinder will be equal to the half of it. So this also height of cylinder will be equal to 7 meters. Okay. Now you have to, what do you have to find out? Total surface area of cylinder, which is equal to 2 pi r plus h, 2 pi r, sorry, it was 7 by 2 plus h. Okay, so this 2 and 7, they will cut. You will have 22, and here will be 7 plus 14 by 2, which will be 21 into 22 upon 2, which will give you 232 meters. So this is the 231 meters square. Okay, so 231 meters square. Option D is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 86. One day in the morning, an eagle was flying towards the sun and turned left. Again, it took a left turn. Which direction was the eagle flying? Now, you know about the directions. Here is your north, south, and east, and the west. Right. So, see, it was in the evening. What is the direction of the sun? In the evening, the sun is towards the west. So it was flying towards the sun. That means eagle was flying towards the west. Then took a left turn. Now it is starting pointing towards south. And then it again took a left turn. Now this way. That means now it is moving towards the east. Which direction was the eagle flying? It was flying in the east direction. Hope you understood this. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 87. Find a group of wrong alphabets in the following series. So this is NAWOOCSGYM. To answer the question, we need to have the alphabetical place value table that we've just discussed in a couple of questions back. So please refer to that table to answer this question. First of all, you are having MA and WO, OC, SG, YM. Okay, M is at position number 13, A is at 1, 23, 15, 15, 3, 19, and G is at 7, 25, and this is at 13. Okay, to move from 13 to 1, you have to subtract a 12. To move from 23 to 15, you need 8, right? Minus 8 and minus 12. And again minus 12 and minus 12. So that means this is the odd one out. WO. Option C. This is the right answer to the question. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 88. The isotope deuterium of hydrogen has Okay, one about the neutrons and protons. One neutron, two protons. One electron, two neutrons. No neutrons. One proton or one proton and one neutron. See, first of all, about the isotopes of deuterium. First of all, let's discuss what the isotopes. They are the atoms of the same element which have the same atomic number but different atomic mass. Okay, for example, hydrogen has three isotopes. The first one is protium, then you have deuterium, and then you have tritium. Okay, this is the first one, which is written as H11. This is H12, H13. This is having one electron or proton, whatever you want to say, and zero neutrons. 0n, and this is having one electron or proton and one neutron. And again, hydrogen, that means it will have one electron or protons only and two neutrons. Now the deuterium, which is asked in the question, the deuterium is having one electron or proton and one neutron. So that makes option D to be the right answer to the question. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 89. Who was the first Indian to go into the space? Rakesh Sharma, Kalpana Chawla, Ravish Malhotra, or Sunita Williams? The right answer to the question is Rakesh Chawla. He was an IAF pilot and also the first Indian to travel in the space. He flew aboard the Soviet rocket Soyuz T-11 in 1984. Astronaut, if I talk about the Kalpana Chawla, she was astronaut of the American Space Agency, NASA, and she was the first woman of Indian origin to travel in space in 1997. She died on 1st February 2003 when she was returning from space with the 7-member crew due to a blast of the spaceship she was traveling. Next, Ravish Malhotra. In 1982, he was chosen to train for space flight in the Soviet Union. He served as a backup for Rakesh Sharma in his mission of T-11 in 1984. Then I talk about the Sunita Williams, astronaut of American Astronaut Agency, a space agency, that is NASA. She formerly held the records of total spacewalks by a woman and most spacewalk time for a woman, which was of 50 hours and 40 minutes. Her father is of Indian origin and a neurologist of America. Answer to this question is Rakesh Sharma, option A. Hope you understood this. Next is question number 90. You have to tell the number of squares in the given figure. Let's understand this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have these 9 squares. Now look at the squares very carefully. 9 squares. And now let's see. Here you have the 10th and the 11th. Then 12th. And then 13th. And then the last one, the bigger one, this one, the complete one, 14th. So how many total squares were there? 14 squares were there. This is the answer to the question. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 91. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to this much in 3 years and 854 in 4 years. You have to find out the sum. So you're given two cases over here. This is the 3-year case and this is the 4-year case. Here the amount is equal to 815 rupees and the time is 3 years. And in this case, the amount is 854 rupees and time is 4 years. Correct? So what is the simple interest formula? You know, it is PRT upon 100. So the sum of money, this is the simple interest. Wait. Okay, simple interest for 1 year. This will be equal to, let's say this is A2 and this is A1, this is T1 and T2. This will be equal to A2 minus A1, which is 854 minus 815, which is 39 rupees, right? So now the simple interest for 3 years, what it will be? 117 rupees, right? So amount for 3 years was equal to 815. Simple interest for 3 years was equal to this. So what will be the principal? So it will be A for 3 years minus simple interest for 3 years, which is equal to 815 minus 117, that is equal to 698 rupees. That makes option A to be the right answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 92. Which of the following has completely high electrical resistance and is used in the electric circuit to reduce the current? Is it resistor, semiconductor, insulator, or conductor? Well, you know the answer. This is resistors. Resistors are the electric components that reduces or controls the electric flow of electric current in the circuit. This phenomena is opposite to the conductance, which is conductors, they allow full electric current to flow. Resistors control this flow of electric current. And semiconductors, they have the conductivity between the insulators and the conductors. Conductivity between insulators and conductors. So they offer the resistivity depends on the semiconductor. For example, germanium, silicon. These are the materials whose electric conductivity at room temperature lies between insulators and the conductors only. And the insulators, they do not allow any electric current to flow. No electric current flows through them. All right. So you have first option to be the right answer. Next is question number 93. Why are the tires of the cars, trucks, bulldozers treaded? They are treaded to increase the friction and to give a better grip to them on the road. Or the treads of the tire are meant to add beauty to the design, to decrease the friction or to increase the speed of the vehicle. Well, the right answer, increase the friction and give a better grip of the tires to the road. This is the right answer. See, friction is a resistance to the motion of one object moving in respect to the another. This is the resultant force, not a fundamental one like the electromagnetic force. So the treaded tires of cars, trucks, bulldozers, they increase the friction and give them a better grip onto the ground. Option A, right answer. Next is question number 94. So you have a trigonometry problem. This says cos 5 plus cos 24 plus cos 175 cos 204 degrees plus cos 300 degrees is equal to. Let's write it like this only. Cos 5 cos 24. Let's write cos 175 as this and 204 as this, and this is 360 minus 60 degree. Okay, so this will be cos 5 cos 24. Now 180 minus 5, this lies in the second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative and 180 will not change the sign of the trigonometry. So this will be minus cos 5 because in the second quadrant, cos is negative. Similarly, 180 plus 24, this lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant also, cos is negative. 180 degree will not change the trigonometric ratio, so it will be minus cos 24 degree. So 360 also will not change. 360 minus 60, this lies in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is positive, so this is equal to cos plus cos 60 degree. They will cancel out and you have cos 60 degree, which is equal to 1 by 2. So you have option D as the correct answer to the question. Hope you understood this. Next, question number 95. What is the chemical name of lime water? Is it sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide, which is having the chemical, this chemical formula is NaOH. This is your caustic soda. This is used in the manufacturing of soap, paper, rayon, oil refining, making dyes and bleaches. Then you have the ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, this is ammonia water. This is used as a cleanser and in the manufacturing of plastics, rubber, fertilizer, and textiles. Magnesium hydroxide. This is also known as milk of magnesia. This is laxative, wastewater treatment, used in the laxative, wastewater treatment, fire retardant, etc. Then finally, we have the calcium hydroxide. Yes, this is your lime water. They are used in manufacturing of bleaching powder, food processing, medical, and dental uses. That makes option D to be the correct answer to the question. Hope you understood. Next is 96th question. Kinetic energy of gas molecules is directly proportional to atmospheric pressure? No. Pressure? Both temperature and pressure? No. It is directly proportional to temperature only. To write the specific formula, this is equal to 3 by 2 into K into T, where K is your Boltzmann's constant. T is temperature in Kelvin. So, okay, we are discussing about the kinetic energy. According to the kinetic theory of gases, average kinetic energy of collection of gas molecules is directly proportional to the temperature. According to this theory, the molecules undergo elastic collision within the walls of the container with each other at absolute zero temperature, that is when the temperature is equal to 0 kelvins, the average kinetic energy also reduces to 0, hence there is no collision within the gases. Kinetic theory of gases relates to the macroscopic property of the gas. Macroscopic properties that can be visualized or measured by the naked eye. Examples are like pressure, volume, temperature, etc. So, we have D option as the correct answer. Hope you understood this. Next, 97 question. Bacilli are the bacteria which are comma-shaped, rod-shaped, spiral, or spherical. Well, bacilli are your rod-shaped bacteria. Bacteria exist in a variety of forms, like they may be comma, rod, spiral, or spherical shaped. The comma-shaped bacteria, they are Vibrio, the rod-shaped ones. We just talked about the bacilli. These are the bacilli bacteria. Rod-shaped bacillus, it's actually called bacillibacteria. Then you have the spiral ones, spirilla, and spherical ones are cocci. So we have option B, rod-shaped, as the right answer. Hope you got that. Next is 98 question. What was the first satellite to be sent into the space? Sputnik 1, Vanguard 1A, Explorer 1, or Rohini? Right answer, it is Sputnik 1, Russia, which was formerly known as Soviet Union. In 1957, They sent first ever human-made object, that is the artificial satellite, in the low Earth orbit. Then Vanguard 1A, USA in 1958. It was the first solar power satellite. Then you have the Explorer 1, USA in 1958, the first satellite launched by United States after Soviet Union. First satellite after Soviet Union. And Rohini, India, 1980. First satellite to be placed in orbit by an Indian-made launch vehicle. First satellite by Indian launch vehicle. So answer is first option, Sputnik 1. Hope you got that. Next is question number 99. Which of the following options will best complete the relationships given below? Let's try and understand them. You have first option, first one which is given to you, 8, 2, 46, 3. You notice something, this is 8, 3s are 24 and 2 plus 4 gives you 6. So this gives you 246 over here. Let's move the second one. You have 3, 213 and 3. So 3 sevens are 21 and 2 plus 1 gives you 3, which is equal to 213. Third one, 3 question mark 5. So 3 into 5, this is equal to 15 and 1 plus 5 gives you 6. So combining both of them, you have 156. So here will be 156. That's your option A. Hope you got that. Let's move to the last question for this paper. Question number 100. Dash is a sexually transmitted killer disease. Is it AIDS, typhoid, jaundice, or malaria? The right answer is option A. This is a sexually transmitted killer disease. It happens due to like 4 reasons: by sexual contact with an infected person, by transfusion of contaminated blood, sharing infected needles, and form from an infected mother. So these are following ways in which this disease is transmitted. And if I talk about the rest, first of all, let's talk about this only. This is caused by this bacteria, which is human immunodeficiency virus. And then you have the typhoid. This happens due to a pathogen, due to a bacteria, the Salmonella typhi bacteria. The pathogen enters the small intestine through the food and water contaminated with them and migrates to other organs through the blood. High fever, weakness, pain, there are symptoms of it. And if I talk about the jaundice, this is okay. Jaundice is also known as eye stress. It is yellowish green pigmentation on the skin and whiteness in the eyes. This may create problems in the liver as well. And this jaundice is due to the high bilirubin levels. Then malaria, this happens due to a mosquito bite, and it is caused by a Plasmodium protozoa. The parasite initially multiples within the liver cells and attacks the RBCs, which create a rupture in the RBC and secretes hemozoin, which is responsible for the high fever. So, according to this, option A is the right answer to the question. So, students, with that, we have completed all the 100 questions of this paper. Hope you understood them well. And don't forget to visit our website, www.examsnet.com. Here you will find all the entrance exam question papers along with the detailed PDF solutions for free. You must download our app. The link is available in the description box. So students, a very best of luck for your exams. Keep shining, keep rising high. That's all for this paper. Bye.